Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. And if you get a second and you're so inclined, please hit that subscribe button down below and the bell notification icon next to that. The bell notification icon will alert you when I release new videos, when I go live. It'll also let YouTube know that you're a human being, not a bot, and it'll allegedly help my videos get seen by more people. But today, and I appreciate it guys, it means a lot to me. Today I wanted to talk about what I think is a really cool knife that started out as a budget knife that was gifted to me by a member of the community. Not a budget knife, a value-oriented knife. This is the Jacob Lundquist original Q-Vist variant PE. So when I say the original, the most recent version has a top flipper. This particular variant PE, version 1, does not have that top flipper. So you only have the thumb hole. You can pinch it. Or like me, you can reverse flick it. And the Q-Vist variant PE came, it's 14C 28N blade steel. Kind of in this unique Wharncliffe, worn sheepsy footy, and it's got this reverse kind of sway back handle. So the lines of the knife to me are very elegant and they're very comfortable in the hand. A lot of people think this notch would be uncomfortable, and I can understand that looking at the knife, but it really, and I've processed a lot of cardboard with this knife guys because it is a laser beam, and I can tell you that it's very comfortable in hand. When this knife was gifted to me by one of my brothers from another mother, who will remain unnamed because I haven't talked to him and asked him if it's okay if I mention his name, but you all know and love him like I do. It had jade G10 scales on it. So fantastic knife. I loved it with the jade G10 scales. I was following Jacob Lundquist, who's the maker of this knife and designer, Q-Vist Blade Works. I'll have that in the description, guys. But I was following his page, just looking at some of the new stuff he was doing with the version 2, what he was doing with the upcoming slip joint that has now been released, the Vanish. And I saw that he had offered these replacement scales in titanium. So you would think that they would have been $100. That's usually what I pay for titanium scales. But these guys were less than 50 bucks. I want to say they were like $45 for these two scales. Again, they're plain titanium. But what they did is they took the knife kind of over the top for me. Now I think of it as a premium knife. I carry it all the time. It's got a deep carry clip. It's got T6 hardware on the body, T8 on the pivot. It has a liner lock that works very, very well. The blade tang has a very good working angle on it, and you can see there we're about 40%, 35% engagement. It is on bearings, so it's got what I would call a little bit of help, shake shut action. One shake and it'll shut out for you. Again, with liner locks, that's not uncommon. But the action on this knife from the detent to the drop are superb. I think Jacob Lundquist designed just a fantastic knife. I wish that I could try the P2, the one that's got the top flipper, even though you guys know I hate top flippers. I just think anytime someone like Jacob makes modifications and improvements to a knife, it's going to be special, right? So I'm sure there's more to the refinement because this was his first version. But again, good blade steel at 14C 28N. Now it's got titanium handles. It's got bearings. And it's a unique little knife. Again, the shape is not going to suit everybody. Some people probably love it. Some people are probably going to hate it. I like it so much and find it so unique in my collection that, and this review's come out before this, I picked up the little Vanish, which is the slip joint 20CV version of this little knife. Again, the same body profile, same blade profile, just in a slip joint, not in a locking knife, a liner lock flipper. So I'm a big fan of this style, but let's do a couple of quick size comparisons. Then we'll do some measurements so you guys can see how large it is, and then we'll get a weight on it. So let's look at it next to our channel knife, the Cold Steel 4MAX. That's always in our reviews, as is our Civivi Baby Banter. So it's much smaller than the 4MAX. It's a good bit bigger than the Baby Banter. Let's take a look at it next to the Benchmade Bug Out, which I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be close to, but I was wrong. It is smaller than the Bug Out by about a ½ inch, which means it's going to be much smaller than the PM2. But just to give you guys some size comparisons, that's the PE and Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Benchmade Bug Out. So let's get some actual measurements of this guy. The blade is right at 3 inches. The cutting edge is 2 3/4. The handle is right under, well, let's call it 4 inches. And the overall knife is right at 7 inches. Let's see here. All right, the blade thickness, 0.121. The handle comes in at a thin 0.426. And then if I was going to get a behind the edge measurement above that sharpened area, 0.027. And lastly, with the titanium scales, it's 4.2 ounces. So guys, that is the Cuvist, or Cuvist, it's pronounced Cuvist, variant PE, version 1. The version 2 looks just like this knife. It has this blade spine sticks up ever so slightly just so you can front flip the knife too. But guys, if you like the look of this knife, if you like the uniqueness of it, it is definitely Jovan approved. I think it's just a fine knife. If I lost it, would I buy it again? I would. Again, being a collector, and when I find something unique that I feel like is really special, if this knife didn't have fantastic detent, if it didn't have a very sharp edge, that's one thing that we didn't do. And in the mail today, no, I didn't have a knife day. I had the next best thing. The coupon book came. How I love when the coupon book comes. So the Cuvist is very sharp. Has very good blade geometry. It's a tall flat grind, full flat, so to speak. Well, it looks like it's got maybe a 1/10 where it starts out flat right here, all the blade stock, and then goes to the flat right there. Has a nice swedge that goes away from this little sharpening choil, so it's done pretty well. The clip, I do wish it was, it works great, guys. This knife goes in and out of pocket like nobody's business. I'm wearing khakis, and it is literally a dream in and out of pocket. I do wish it looked a little different. I don't know. I mean, I know the shiny kind of matches the hardware. I don't know how this would look with a different color clip. I don't know. That's just one thing that kind of stands out to me that makes the knife look a little bit less than elegant, right? But guys, the Cuvist variant PE, the OG version, again, the new version is only a little bit better by adding that front flipper. They also have some different titanium options that come directly from the, when you get it, you can get it with different titanium options. But guys, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for supporting the channel with your views. Thank you for subscribing. If you subscribed, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other when we're out in chats, when we're in the community, when we're out in our neighborhoods, all right? Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate before hate. I love you all. Till we meet again, peace.